Welcome to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Something custom can console that becomes so fairly known. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Hey, that was a deep breath, Beltway Ben. I think we caught you.
Maddie complains that I breathe too loud. I don't know.
I've never noticed it before. This was interesting. The other night, Lauren went to welcome to One of That. She's like, I'm going to like with some of her teacher friends. She was going over somebody's house, and like this, I guess they're like a breathing and meditation guru was coming over, and she said they did these breathing exercises, and after like 20 minutes, it was like you opened up a level of consciousness, and Lauren was like, you felt like you were high. Like it does something to your endorphins. And I'm like, did you feel like smarter? Like, is this like, did you feel like, LSD in the third, your mind's eye is opening up and like you're like all these creative juices are flowing? And she was like, kinda. It could be good for the future or one about it. You do this, like you do these breathing patterns. And she's like, by 15 minutes, she's like, you're feeling like this rush. And then she's like, by 22 minutes, she's like, I swear to God, it's like the most natural high. It's like,
That's interesting.
Wow. So you're a little bit intrigued.
Yeah, it sounded. I mean, I don't do the high. I don't get high. I don't.
No, neither do I anymore. But I'm just saying it. I guess it replicates. You know what I mean? In your brain and stuff. Those same sort of like the creative burst and the energy. I mean,
interesting.
Maybe I'm going to find out more about like the sensei or the guru or,
Why don't we have Wanna Bet breathing? We could do that.
I mean, it could, if it helps you bet like with the
community, Wanna Bet breathing exercise.
Yeah. We do it on the Discord.
Open up the video. Everybody turns the video on. We just breathe together.
Well, no, but I mean, it's not like a haphazard thing. It's not like just like Lauren was like, you know what I mean? Like it builds. Like she said, it's a whole.
No, it sounds like a legit
pattern and routine.
Yeah, sounds legit.
Interesting. There you go. I piqued your interest. I say we try it.
Might as well. Why not?
Right. All right. So welcome to Wanna Bet. We're going to give you our best plays down the. Sorry, I got to go like that. Did I do it right? Am I pointing in the right direction?
Well, yeah.
No, I'm pointing to the rundown.
Yes.
So our three best bets of the day: fourth down, could be fourth and short, gets you paid quickly. Fourth and long, a futures bet, a long-term bet, or a banger, a long shot parlay to put a few bucks on. Overtime, Beltway Ben is leading our 30 teams in 30 days. MLB futures discussion. Today's the Minnesota Twins.
Another boring one.
Yeah, like we don't bullshit you. I'm not gonna give you a fake tease that's gonna be super lucrative for you. Right. Who's getting hurt next for the Twins? You know who the MVP of the Minnesota Twins is? The MRI machine.
True.
Could you bet over under number of MRIs scanned on Minnesota Twins players on their 40-man roster? I'd like to see that number.
I'm with you. That is interesting.
It's gotta be. It's triple digits.
Yeah.
On the 40-man, it's gotta be triple digits.
Easy.
Buxton's good for 6 himself. Easy.
We already lost Joe Ryan to the WBC. Don't even get me started. Yarborough. I guess it was late pitchers. I would have felt a little bit better about my USA ticket if I knew Scuba would pitch more than one game and Yarborough wasn't replacing Joe Ryan. Yeah, real good replacement there.
Well, other people, look, that's going to probably even out a little bit because it's weird for everybody. You know what I mean? It's a different ramp up for everybody. So, unfortunately, I'm sure there'll be a rash of injuries for other teams as well. Now's when we tell you how it went yesterday. I love when this happens, Beltway Ben. I love when you're walking your dogs, watching a game, and you see Joker get what looks to you like a rebound, and then you real quick get out of what you're watching and you go to the box score, and it's like, okay, he's got 7, in the third quarter. And then you don't think about it anymore. And then he's out of the game for a while. And then he comes back in the fourth quarter. And you're like, well, he's still got 7, right? And you go and it's at 6. And then you go in the Discord and you say, this guy's going to end up with 9 freaking rebounds. Watch. They took a rebound away from us. And the Joker triple-double doesn't hit because he had 9 rebounds. Everything else was no problem. The final 3 minutes of that, when they just threw the ball away haphazardly, that was fun.
It was the assist, though, right? I thought it was the assist.
I'm sorry, the assist. They took the assist away, not a rebound. They took the assist. He went from 7 assists to 6 assists. Sorry. No, the rebounds cleared easy. I'm sorry. The assist. They took away an assist. And then the final 2:44, they just take turns throwing the ball into the stands. So there's obviously not going to be an assist if you don't even get a shot off. UNC Wilmington's up 32-17. They got a chance to crush Charleston at home. They're still up by 10 at the half. They couldn't score in the second half. So bad call there. And the Spurs had a period of time in that game, Beltway Ben, where they were outscored. I think it was 26-2. Outside of that, they were the better team. But hey, the Knicks played kick-ass defense yesterday. Hats off to them. So it was not a great day for me. But again, we got Undav. We got that +2 whatever parlay for Kane and Undav. And we got Stuttgart to score 3 at +110. It could have been worse, but it was not great for me. Beltway Ben, our Terps.
What a group of hacks. Buzzball's in full effect. I don't even know what to call that, but it was to build you up to kick you in the nuts at the end. That's what it was. They go up. They went up 1 with like 6 minutes left. I'm like, they're going to go on another big run here and finish this one. No, instead they let you down. They turned the ball over a bunch down the stretch after not turning it over for the first 15 minutes of the second half, because the first half, I mean, that's all they were doing. And they cleaned that up, but it fell apart down the stretch. And then Rutgers gives them another chance to get back into it. 2-point game. Terps have the ball. And Diggy, who hasn't hit a shot all game, is step back 3, which I love when it's on, but when it's off, it's not the shot. Instead of playing for the tie, they went with a Diggy step back 3 that was the front iron, and he thought it was good the way he's backing up, but they lost. Austin Reeves.
Coitus interruptus, they call that, Ben.
Yeah. Austin Reeves.
When he misses a shot, it's coitus interruptus.
Yeah, they did call it that. Austin Reeves. No. Austin Reeves, 20.5 was I wouldn't say pathetic. He didn't play the fourth quarter. He scores.
Neither did Brody.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about his minutes.
Russ, 22 minutes. 22 minutes out of Russ. That was
Christie is a hack. He has 2 and 3 in the first 3 minutes of the game. I'm like, oh my gosh, this double-double is going to cash.
Yeah.
And then they sub him out and then sit him until 5 minutes. I get you want to go with the younger wave, but like, I don't know. Go fully in if that's what you're going to do. Let Russ make up the back injury that they do for everybody and have him sit like you do with other guys. Right. Have him sit like you do with other guys. You're playing your revenge spot. I don't understand why play him the way that they did. Doug Christie is a hack. He's been a hack. That dude is not built for that job. I've been thinking that for a while. Mike Brown gets them to the playoffs, and I get it went kind of south, but I don't know. It's better than Christie. But yeah, Russ cashes the PRAs. Thankfully, the putback layup that he had for us got us there, but then he subbed out and never came back in. The double-double screwed us a little bit. So it wasn't a good day on here. But the Discord, we did have a lot of success. The live betting markets, we had OG Anunoby over 4.5 boards. We gave out Giddy's triple-double live at +2 something. There's another NBA
Giddy
play.
Triple-double was fun. A lot of fun in the Discord at that one.
Yeah. And then there was another NBA play. DeJounte Murray. Talking about live assists. We got him. It was funny. He threw a crazy pass. It looked like he got blocked, but the announcer doesn't even acknowledge it was a pass. So I'm, as Jason mentioned earlier, you're watching things. I'm watching. They give him the assist all night long. I'm like, do not take that assist away, because we had over 4.5 in the Discord. He got 5, didn't come back in. I'm just watching. I go to sleep, wake up, check again. Still has 5. The money's still in the account. So that was another good cash. We had a really good day on the Discord.
Amen. Beltway Ben. Just throw in the Discord. There you go. You can scan it. You can go to our Twitter and find out more. It's $1.06 a day. All right, let's get into our plays. Beltway Ben. Coitus interruptus. We're not going to have too many more opportunities at that. What does Maryland have left? 3 games?
Oh, do you like betting the?
They're not going to go to one of those wackadoodle things.
No, not them. I'm talking about when he's playing the CBA or the.
Yeah. Well, it's not like. Well, I mean, you never know. You never know.
You never know what you find that you like, you know?
Yeah, you never know. Never say never. First down. I don't know that I've made a straight up hockey wager, not a first period wager, a game wager since the Stanley Cup Finals last year. I like Seattle at home tonight against Carolina. Now, you go to any advanced analytics hockey website, they're gonna power rank Carolina as the best team in the league, and I understand that. And Carolina's great, but here's the thing about Carolina, Beltway Ben. This is I don't have to. You can see it on the screen. I don't have to worry about Apple Bottoms or Spotify's anymore. Carolina's only 4-6, straight up their last 10 road games. Beltway Ben. Beltway Ben, I got a trivia question for you. How many games outside the Eastern Time Zone do you think the Carolina Hurricanes have played since December 18th? That's a long time ago. How many games outside the Eastern Time Zone have the Hurricane played outside Eastern Time Zone since December 18th?
2, 1. Oh, close.
A 3-0 loss at the St. Louis Blues. True story, was at the Hurricanes' first ever preseason game. They were playing in Greensboro at the time. They were playing the Washington Capitals. Some genius down there in Kakalaka. This is right after they moved from the Hartford. Love the Whale. Ronnie Francis, Kevin Dineen, Mike Liute. So they moved from Hartford to North Kakalaka, right? Somebody tells Stormy, the pig, Stormy is their pig mascot, climb in the Zamboni machine, and then we'll open, like midway through the first time we resurface the ice at the first intermission, jump out of the Zamboni. I swear to God, Beltway Ben, Stormy caught on fire. They had the mascot in the Zamboni. They open it up. The mascot's almost like Stormy's running for his life. The Zamboni catches fire. The game's delayed. I swear to God, it happened at the Greensboro Coliseum. There might have been 1,800 people there.
That's electric.
It's a good story, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
that's true. I mean, there has to be pictures. Stormy, like, I don't think they ever made poor Stormy the pig get in that Zamboni after that. Okay.
Was he all right?
I don't recall having to get quotes from the Hurricanes afterwards, like, you know what I mean? That Stormy was going to be Stormy was going to be out 6 to 8 weeks with inflamed lungs or whatever. But I mean, yeah, like Stormy, I think like he had to like rip the costume off. I think he was like getting choked up, and it was the Zamboni was overheating, like it was smoke in the building. Tried to barbecue that pig. So listen, they played one game outside the Eastern Time Zone since 12/18. They played one game on the road since the end of January. Seattle at home against Eastern Conference teams, Beltway Ben. Beat Seattle 5-2, beat Washington 5-1, beat New Jersey 4-2, beat the Islanders 4-1, beat Boston 7-4. Nashville's not an Eastern Conference team, but they're pretty much, I mean, I know it's 1 hour back. Beat Nashville 4-1, beat Philadelphia 4-1. I'm noticing a trend there. Seattle, if you don't want to take them on the money line, if you just want to take the 1.5 with Seattle, I feel you. Seattle is 20-8 against the spread at home. Carolina, that's obviously number 1 in the NHL. Carolina, 11-15 against the spread on the road. That is 4th worst. The Kraken have covered 8 of their last 10 against the spread at home. Seattle on the season, 39-19 against the spread. Stormy and those Hurricanes, 21-37 home and road against the spread. I think this is a spot for Carolina, who's coasting, starting a long West Coast trip, and they got to go all through Western Canada. Could be a little sleepy tonight. Kraken are fighting for playoff position. It'll be nuts there in Seattle. Go Kraken. Set that pig on fire.
Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. I like that.
Let's get it cracking, Beltway Ben.
I do like that.
One time outside the time zone since 12/18.
For me, first down, we're going to go to the only conference tournament matchup that we have so far, the first conference tournament matchup of this college basketball season. We're playing Cleveland State on the money line against IU Indy. Like them a lot here. First time they played. What is that?
Look like you had a bag of props or something.
No. I was charging. Just a charger
Oh,
for my
I
computer.
thought you were about to pull something out.
I don't have anything related to Cleveland State. They do have a good mascot.
They were, I believe, Cleveland State was part of quite a point shaving scandal back in the day.
Might be a part of it right now. There's a lot of point shaving scandals going on right now. And they're also a very, very bad basketball team. Don't defend whatsoever. But IU Indy doesn't either. I mean, these are like both bottom 8 in college basketball, 365 teams. They're both bottom 8 in defense. Difference is Cleveland State's been able to get it going a little bit more offensively. These teams split during the regular season. The first matchup, Cleveland State takes them down big time, scored 90-plus points, wins by double digits in a good win. And then the last time they played, Cleveland State wasn't able to get it going offensively. They were also on the road. Here, with how these work, this is a home game for Cleveland State. I like this spot a lot for them. At home, they've gone over this total here, which we're also going to play. Cleveland State team total over 85.5 4 times. One of them was against IU Indy. And like the leading scorer is supposed to be back. He's been out since, the middle of February. And last game he was in, the warm-up suit, just did not play. And the rumors, and again, it's very, very hard finding injury data on Big Ten games, let alone the smallest conferences you look for. But everything I'm reading says that he should be back tonight.
Do you ever go to the Reddit? Do you ever go to the Reddit and then trust what's in there?
No,
Sometimes
I go to Twitter. I do more Twitter. I don't Reddit.
I go to the Reddit sometimes.
I do more Twitter, and then if I don't ever overdo it if I don't know any. I can't buy. I'm just like, I'm not buying any of that. But no, that he was on the bench last game, was in a sweatshirt. They said they were going to let him sit this weekend so he could come back here for this one. He's our leading scorer, leading rebounder as well. Changes the game. I think he'll have that positive impact. Every game where they were able to get over 85.5 points, he played in. So even with the recent struggles and everything going the way it has lately, I think they'll get it going. I like them over 85.5 team total, and also them on the money line at minus 125.
Second down for me, college hoops. Betway Ben, does this ever happen to you? I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. You're sitting down, you're diving into some SFA Lumberjacks data, and you're thinking about, is this one of the times you want to play Stephen F. Austin, going to Incarnate Word? Oops. And then it's SFA, and then you start thinking about JFA, Jodie Foster's Army. You start hearing Jodie Foster's Army songs in your head while you're handicapping SFA. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, no, that's never ever.
That's never.
No,
never.
But like when I'm. However, I do have a counter. When I'm looking at Drake, handicapping Drake games,
You think about Drake?
Drake music.
Does it pop in your head?
There you go. Yeah.
No, but for real, does that happen to you?
No,
it doesn't happen to you.
No,
this does happen to me. It does happen to me, and I start thinking about like the blatant localism EP with the kid riding the coping on the skate ramp, and then I start to wonder how did we find out in East Baltimore about Jodie Foster's Army, a skate thrash band from Phoenix. I don't know how big they were in Phoenix. If you're out there and you're a JFA fan from Phoenix, please email me or get in the comments. But it does make me think about JFA. Anyway, we like SFA laying the 8.5 minus 102. Did we get it at 7.5 in the Discord? We did. First meeting between these two, Beltway Ben, SFA and Incarnate Word. How about a 56-46 barn burner? How about that?
How about
that? Look, Stephen F. Austin's the class of the conference, number 2 offense and number 2 defense. They have covered 4 straight on the road. They've covered 7 of the last 8 on the road. The Jacks are 16-5 against the spread in conference. Incarnate Word with equal rest, 4-15 against the spread. Incarnate Word is 6-15 against the spread in conference. SFA failed to cover 2 in a row, but they bounced back. We kind of got off them for a minute. They bounced back. They've been a little better covering on the road than at home. So we're not worried about the blatant localism there. They can go on the road and do the job for us, Beltway Ben.
Yeah, they can. Here for me, second down. We're going to something that, and I know we had one of the commenters get to it, which is funny. We'll get to it a little bit more in 4th and long. Alfred Şengün double minus 125. Last time these teams faced off a long time ago. I get it. But he did have a double, and he also had 6 assists. This is a guy that can get 10 assists. It's not something normal for him, but if some reason he's not grabbing boards, which he will against a Wizards team who's bottom 3 in opposing rebounding all year, bottom 3 of their last 6. They've never been very good With Alex Sarr on the court, they struggle in the glass. With him off the court, it's been that much worse. They don't have quality bigs. I think he's going to be able to get after it. Quite honestly, I think he could have one in the first half. 10-plus points won't be an issue for him. We know he'll get there. We just need those 10 boards. Yeah. And, again, no fourth quarter will scare me. I don't think he's going to play in the fourth quarter. If the Wizards shockingly keep it somewhat close, that would be cool. But I think he's going to have a double-double in the first three. A little bit of juice, minus 125. But the Wizards are just that bad on the glass with how things go. And Şengün should be able to grab a bunch. More of a clear-out type of game. Not like when you match up with the Spurs and some of those teams, you can feel it kind of crash. He's got to drag out with Wemby and things go away from him a little bit. Here against the Wizards, I think he's just going to anchor down in the paint and be just fine grabbing some boards. So I like Alperen Şengün for a double-double at minus 125.
I got some rebounding thoughts on that game in fourth down. Hop Zeit, by the way, if you're scoring at home. Would a wanna-bet show be complete these days, Beltway Ben, if the Howard Bison were playing ball that night? Would a wanna-bet show be complete right now in current form without a Howard Bison play?
No.
Like, guess the number they would have had to set this at to scare me off.
25.5.
Probably 24.5. Maybe 23.5. Certainly not the 18.5 we jumped at when it opened, and not this 19.5 where it sits now. Howard's covered 7 straight MEAC games. They are the number one efficiency offense in the MEAC and the number one efficiency defense. Beltway Ben, they've covered those 7 games by 14.5, 19.5, 21.5, 14.5, 13.5, 5.5, and 20 games. And 20 points. Sorry. They won by 19 at Coppin in West Baltimore the first time they played. They seem to be intent on the Bison on scaring the bejesus out of everybody in this conference before the tournament starts. Is it a bit of a look-ahead spot like it could be? Like they closed the regular season with Norfolk State, who could maybe keep it close on them in the conference tournament. I don't think Coppin could, but Coppin's a really flawed team. Yes, that if you just look at Coppin, and I play the trend, so I look at this. Has Coppin been covering a lot lately? They have. You know who else had covered like 6 straight in conference prior to their meeting on Saturday? Morgan State. And yeah, Howard went to Morgan State and dismantled them like they're dismantling everybody else. So I'm not scared to lay the 19.5, 20 with the Bison.
Third down for me, a play that I'm giving it out. There's not enough stuff that, on the slate tonight. NBA again, calm college basketball slate, and we get 4 NBA games. But it is what it is. Cam Thomas over 11.5 points at minus 101. Pretty good value here on a play where, listen, it's the guy's playing 16 to 20 minutes per game right now. I don't think they love what he's doing. When he immediately was traded over, it was the excitement. He was scoring 20 plus per game. He was giving them really good offense, and all of a sudden they kind of know what he is. He's a chucker. He's going to come in, shoot a bunch of shots when he's in the game, and from there they'll figure out how it goes. He went over this last game, has not been over it a bunch of late, but it doesn't mean the shots aren't there, right? He's still taking, 8 to 10 shots in those games, just not knocking them down. Hopefully he can knock down a few threes for us. 12 points really isn't too much of an ask. I know Milwaukee's healthier. You're keeping him off the court a little bit more. We're only going to get at most 20 minutes. Hopefully he can knock down some shots and be efficient. But again, this is a guy that will shoot the ball every time he touches it if he has to. So if he sees 1 or 2 of those go through the basket, at home especially, I think we'll get a very strong showing from him. Again, he's going over it with regularity after being traded over, and since has been pretty calm. I think he gets back here. Is
this a market where you explored field goal attempts? This feels like to me one where you would look at attempts. Was that part of your process here at all?
No,
as I handicapped the handicapper, that was actually the beautiful mind of Beltway Ben Hall.
No, you're on a good call there. Sometimes you won't find these guys for field goal attempts. Let me see if you can. Probably not a bad bet,
right?
Oh, you can 8.5. He's over that in a bunch in a row. Kind of, he's over in 4 of his last 5. He's due to kind of go. I don't know. I like his points, so I'm going to stick with the points.
We work together here. We're a team. We're part of a community. I just was one. I figured it couldn't hurt to ask.
No, it's 100%. I agree.
You mentioned a light slate in the NBA, Beltway Ben, and it is. But the schedule makers did give us a gift from the heavens. because the team that we watch religiously, so you don't have to ever watch, are they among the ones? We already know the answer because you already talked about the game. Thank God the Washington Wizards allowing 50 opponent rebounds per game over the last, 5 weeks or so. Thank God they're a part of the light slate today. You can go into the FanDuel. You can do the your way deal there where you can manipulate the number wherever you want. Beltway Ben talked about the Şengün. I think Şengün can do what Ben needs him to do, but I don't think he needs maybe more than 25 minutes to do it. Clint Capella's averaging 13 a game. Do I think he could get 7 and 13? I honestly do. I also think he plays more than 13. He averages 4.4 for the season per game. If you look at Clint Capella recently, right, you can find him getting 6 boards in 17 minutes. You can find him getting 7 and 11 minutes against the Pacers, a team kind of like the Wizards on the boards. He got 5 rebounds in 16 minutes against Boston, 7 and 18 minutes against Atlanta, 9 and 16 minutes against the Pistons, 7 and 15 minutes against Philadelphia. In 2024, Beltway Ben, my guy Clint Capella got a double-double against the Wizards, and he only needed 22 minutes to do it. I think he'll have the opportunity to clean up off the bench. If you study these Wizards games, the backup big guys tend to really extremely clean up on the boards. Again, he averages 4-5 a game. 7's a little bit high. If you just want to play the 7 by itself or the 6 by itself, I gotcha. But I think he has a chance to really kind of pad his stats tonight. Amen Thompson jumps out of the gym. He'll be a problem for whoever tries to defend him. He's averaging 8 a game, 8 rebounds a game for his career against the Wizards. He has 10-plus rebounds in 2 of his last 4 games. His rebounding rates are extreme. Another reason I like Capella, by the way, 17.4% rebounding average over the last 10 minutes. Over the last 10 games. That's while averaging only 13 minutes. I think he's going to get more minutes tonight. Capella, 7 or more rebounds. Amen Thompson, 9 or more rebounds. Plus 508, FanDuel your way.
All right. A few comments I want to get to before because there are people talking about the
Jody
Şengün
Foster's
play.
Army?
No, hell no. I'm sorry. No.
This is about it.
I just can't with the whatever the hell that is.
You would hate them. You would aggressively hate Jody Foster's Army.
I
feel
would.
very confident saying that.
I'm pretty confident. I never heard an ounce of him, but Sean Kean said he already bet Şengün triple-double, wants to know if he should add on to that bet. Thanks. And he also said Wizards need to keep it somewhat close for the triple-double to hit, which is the main risk.
Correct.
I agree 90% of the time with the Wizards. I know earlier I said, well, how many minutes is Şengün going to play in the fourth quarter? You never know. Go look at the last tankers that they've faced in the Rockets. You look at the Kings, who they ended up beating by 30, and the Jazz, who they beat by 20, and we're up 25 heading into the third quarter. The way that Ime Udoka plays Şengün and pulls him out in the third and then subs him back in, Şengün will play 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. Unless the Wizards are down 40 plus or up, the Rockets are up 40 plus, and it's that ugly, Şengün is going to get a few fourth quarter minutes with the way that the minutes go. Udoka's one of those interesting coaches. Like, he's very hard on his guys, but he knows to get in the playoffs and to have success in the playoffs, these dudes can't play 26 minutes and chill with the Gatorade towel around their neck on the bench. Like, they're going to have to be in. They have to give them a few minutes late in that game. And KD, he's going to play all 12 minutes in the third quarter. He's one of the guys who will sit because he runs things. Şengün, they still want to toughen up. They still want to improve a little bit. And I would expect him to be out there. Both of those games against Utah, he had 16, 9, and 9, fell 1 assist and 1 rebound short. The game after that against Sacramento, 26, 13, 11. Got the triple-double against one of them, was damn close on the other. This is a half unit play. I'm sorry. I didn't even.
I was about to ask you.
Yeah, no.
Are we going meaty? Are we going choppy? 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 Are we going meaty?
Choppy.
Take it away, man. You tell us.
And choppy and Lilo.
Can you sing it? Say, I'm going choppy and I'm going Lilo.
No.
I'm going choppy and I'm going Lilo.
It's just a half unit play. But we did have again, Discord is good for all reasons. We did have a commenter in the Discord. I don't want to pronounce it. Şengün triple-double for what it's worth on Bet365. He built 10-plus points, 10-plus assists, 10-plus rebounds, added a 30% profit boost, and it took his odds from plus 1150 to plus 1495. Both were higher than the 1 click plus 1,000 triple double. You want to add the boost. You want to play it that way. I know some people will play triple doubles in that area.
You know what we call that, Ben? That's Old Bay style. We're putting a little Old Bay on it, making it spicy.
Oh, I like that. Old Bay.
Old Bay style.
Yeah, I like
that.
Spice
it up.
Yeah, spice it up.
I'm down. Choppy and I are down with your triple double. I feel like we're almost overdue to hit a triple double on this show. Beltway Ben's hitting triple doubles in the GD Discord.
We're having a lot of success
in
in
the live betting.
Seriously. Live betting, we are actually killing it.
So we're good. Is that the entirety of your fourth down?
Yep. Yeah. No shot, no field goal attempts in the 4-game slate.
Yeah. Overtime, Beltway Ben.
Yes, overtime. And I want to apologize because I want to be more active in the markets, and I promise you guys we will.
There's 30 teams, dude. You don't need to apologize.
Yeah, no, I just because we talked about some of these teams, like they're pathetic, they suck. I don't want to tell you to put $15 to win 14 or 13.80 on under for all season long. So again, we'll get to them now. The Minnesota Twins, a team that should have sold with how things were going. They move on from him. Falvey was all in favor of selling, restarting things, and they don't want to do that. They think that they have things where they're at, and all of a sudden Pablo Lopez gets hurt. Now you're completely screwed. They were already screwed before that, to be quite honest with you, but now they're completely screwed. You want to tell me that adding Josh Bell to this lineup changes anything? I'll tell you, you're insane. This isn't a 2019 Josh Bell. This is now 2026. This dude's just collecting a paycheck at this point. Love Byron Buxton. I love his loyalty and all of that. It ain't going to work. He was healthy last year. Will he be healthy? Hopefully, because I root for the guy. I'm a fan of his. But still, he's not holding a nine-guy lineup. Joe Ryan, they said they're being precautionary. He's all of a sudden hurt. Woods Richardson had a pretty good year last year. Add Taj Bradley. I don't know that Taj Bradley is what the Rays ever thought he'd be. Ober is fine. It's more of a home road thing with him, though. And their bullpen is not very good. Like, they're not a good baseball team. They're going to try to go all in.
Why haven't they signed Danny Colon? Why hasn't anybody signed Danny Colon?
I guess they think Bonda, the addition of Bonda, it has to be. The addition of Bonda is good enough, and Rogers, Taylor Rogers. They got the two lefties, but and Chafin, whatever. He's also
but this guy gets righties out as well as he gets lefties.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that I guess they don't want to go with 5 lefties in their pen.
Get freaky, man. I would say get freaky deaky.
I agree, but they also they hacked the deadline up last year, right? You trade the local kid to Toronto, and he was damn good for them. You trade away Griffin Jacks. You trade away Johan Durant, and this is what your bullpen looks like. I'm fine with that if you're telling me right now we're going to suck ass and we'll figure it out. But instead, you're still trying. So you move away all your respectable, good bullpen arms. You don't even bring enough in. I don't know. I think they handled last deadline good if they were trying to rebuild, but they're not trying to. And Joe Ryan should have been dealt. They could have gotten a ton for him.
A lot.
I don't know. I think that I wish you could also bet. I wish you could also bet on guys sold at the deadline. You can't because it's rebuild or whatever. They're going to be selling at the deadline pretty big.
I don't want to belabor the point here. That the only way I would bet them is under. I haven't bet them. I have given you guys a lot of official plays, and guess what? We're going to run into a spell here where I'm not on as many official plays, and I'm sure Ben will have some. Then I would just say this: if you gave me $10 right now and said I had to bet it on the Minnesota Twins, I would look around and try to find what I could get on Minnesota to be the worst team in the American League, because I think that could act. I think the White Sox are better than them.
I agree.
I think the White Sox are better than them. I think everybody in the AL West is better than them. And look, could this be the year that Tampa really crashes and burns? I mean, it could be, but they're also really smart. So I think Minnesota's got a real good shot to be the worst team in the American League.
There's no pushback at all. I stand by that. And as I said, I think they're going to be selling. Buxton, is he going to stay healthy? Who knows? Joe Ryan, what's going on there? And then
Royce
Pablo
Lewis.
Lopez, we talked about it. Yeah, Royce Lewis.
What is that?
He rounded first base yesterday, and I think he's already hurt again. He's going to return to go back. I just can't with that. But no, I'm with you. I lean there under, but I'm not giving you out as official play. I'm with you, though. If you gave me $10, find the best value you can on them to be just a complete ass baseball team.
There you have it. Beltway Ben, let people know how it went last night, how it's gone since our first show, May 21st. Anything new from Papa Hall about July the 4th? It's going to be here before you know it, Ben.
It is going to be here before I know. No, I have not talked to him about it. I was talking to him this morning about Charlestown. That was an interesting experience.
Yeah, we should do a show. We should do one about from Charlestown sometime.
We should. They have a nice little setup.
Or, I mean, honestly, we could just go. Is Pimlico, are they not even doing OTB? Like, I don't know what's going on with renovations, or I guess they're
they
not
weren't,
even
but I'm
going to
not
be.
positive.
I don't think there's even going to be a season at Pimlico,
I'm pretty sure you're right, but I'm not positive.
even for OTB. Because that would be a hell of a lot closer than West Virginia.
Right.
Although you can't bet on any college.
During the summer, you don't need it, though. I will say, college football season, I will be there pretty regularly now.
So, yeah, that's how it went last night. There is the super Discord. We're thinking 11 tomorrow, Beltway Ben?
Yeah, Wednesday I got a haircut at 9:30, so.
Wednesday I got a haircut at 9 o'clock.
Really?
How about that? Serendipitous.
There you go.
9 o'clock. Airway to Steven. He's going to be like, dude, usually it takes like 5 minutes to cut my hair. It's going to be a minute.
It might, yeah. Mine's 9:30, so I'm hoping I'm back here by 10:45. We'll see. If not, it'll be 11:15. But yes, tomorrow 11 works.
So that's the show. Just want to leave you with this. Surf punks. We're not. Skateboard. We do. We have the fun. We're the new crew. Beach blanket bong out. Whoa. You want to bet? We want to bet. I love JFA.
I don't.
Ben hates JFA. See you tomorrow at 11.